What's up guys, Royal FX here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a trade breakdown. So this morning I caught 10% on EU and AU. Disclaimer, my account size is kind of small right now and I'm just trying to flip the account. So the risk was more than 1%. I was risking about 3 to 4% each trade. But that's what you have to do on these small accounts if you want to be able to gain capital quicker. So anyways, let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, here I am on EURUSD. Now I'm on the 5-minute time frame because that's the time frame I take my entries on, and I'm in replay mode just so I can walk you through this trade a little bit smoother. So as we can see, there is the top of this range right here, and it gets broken by this candle. Now when it gets broken by this candle, I'm not a break and retest trader, but I am a supply and demand trader. And so you'll see with the next candle here, it creates this demand zone. Because even though it's just this one down candle and continues that move, that's a demand zone for me. And so what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for a touch in this zone. And the very next candle, we get the touch in the zone, and as soon as it touches it, I place my buy stop. So my buy stop will be above where price would currently be at. So it comes up, activates my buy stop, and then immediately runs straight to my 1-to-1. So this white line right here is my 1-to-1, and at my 1-to-1, I take half of my profits out. So now I'm out half of my position, my stop's at break even, and I'm letting it run up to this target. Now, if you're curious about how I choose, where my targets are and such, because that one looks pretty good, it's actually based off an entirely different chart. So yeah, I didn't base where to stop this based off what I saw on EURUSD. I based it off what I saw on the DXY. Now, I already put DXY in replay mode just so I could walk through this pretty quick, but let's look at the time here. When I got in my entry, it was on this candle, and that is 5:55 a.m. So let's look. I'm at 5:30, so let's go up a few. We're at 5:55 right here. Now, you can tell that DXY just did the opposite of EURUSD. Here was the bottom, roughly, of its range, and it had just broken through. Now, you'd be thinking, well, here would be the supply zone for it to continue further. But I figured that it was either going to stop here at this bottom, or if it didn't, it would continue all the way down to this demand zone. And what we'll see is the very next candle goes up a little bit more, and then it starts dropping. So as soon as it touched right there, this is 610. At 610 here, that was the candle I got out on. Because I knew on the DXY, as soon as this candle went, as soon as it touched that, I knew there was going to be some sort of rejection, some form of rejection. So I knew not to risk my position any longer and just get out while I was up. Here I am on Australian dollar, US dollar. Now, this entry I took was actually at roughly the same time that I took the entry on EU. The only difference is AU is already trending upward, so it's easy to think that this was going to go bullish, but this was the same push that broke the range on EU. So it breaks up, creates this demand zone after it pushes up here, and then we get this tap into the zone, and as soon as it taps, I have this buy stop set right above the wick of this black candle, and the next candle does not activate it, but the one right after that clears it, and then it continues to run to my 1-to-1. Now, on EU, I already had half of my position out, and I was letting the rest run, so here, I just decided that I would just take all the profit out the 1-to-1 and call it there. And with that being the case, I was actually just done trading for the day after those two wins, so I was done by 7 a.m. just chilling. Like I said earlier, guys, the account that I'm trading is not very big. I'll still put the profits on the screen over here, but it's not thousands of dollars in wins. It's just $29 because it's a $209 account. I made 29 bucks. That's 10% of the account that I made in 2 hours. I was done by 7 a.m. and I started at 5 a.m. So to make 10% in 2 hours, I feel is pretty good. If this video helped you at all, put a puzzle piece together, helped you see something that you weren't looking for before, drop a thumbs up. That'd be super helpful. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about, how I decide to trade, what I look at, any questions about psychology, or any questions you're just having in general, probably related to Forex, just drop down in the comments and I'd be happy to help out. Thank you. Peace.